what you will see is great racing. They got skills from front to back. These lobbies are stacked. Enjoy the racing at its best. Battles waged from first to last. The action is wall to wall. We will cover it all. Here we go. Yeah, we're all here to be entertained. These drivers go hard and not restrained. Cheer for your
Well, I guess better late than never. OBS was being in a pain in the butt and couldn't get it open. Rebooted the computer, and here we are, live with Signal 13 Racing Super GT Series. This is race number 3 at St. Croix B. GR2 cars, and we are in the middle of qualifying. So far, Uncle Jesse in the Gatorade is in the lead. They're on pole, provisional pole. Rotten Crowd here in second spot. Snafu has jumped up. J-Mac has moved into third. Rotten Crowd has been pushed to fifth because Forfan has jumped up to fourth place. Rotten Crowd down. Another one, Mick here, is in fifth in the Lexi. Ray has jumped up to second place in the Castrol Lexus, I think it is. It is. So let's see here. Who has times? Uncle Jesse has a time and is on the provisional pole. Ray here in Castrol Lexus in second. Snafu in the Sealmaster Vassar Sullivan Lexi. J-Mac here in the Nissan GTR. Jim Shady here in fifth place, and he too is driving a Lexus. Forfan in the NSX. Mick in a Lexus. Rotten Kraut in another Lexus. Matt in the NSX and jumped up to second. Very nice. See Rotten Kraut down here in ninth in a Lexus, jumped up to seventh. Scout here in the NX being pursued with Snafu. Does Snafu move up? He does not. Scout here in 10th and 11th place. We have Don P. So we have a majority of Lexus, and then followed up with some NSXs, and I believe just the one GTR for now. And we are 6 minutes into a 10-minute qualifying. Uncle Jesse here in the Gatorade GTR, so we do have to apologize. The Gatorade GTR. And the NSX Honda, brought to you by the color Lavender. Jim Shady looks like he moved up to third in the Samsung Lexus. J-Mac here in the other GTR. Get on board here with J-Mac. Some lagging going on there. Let's sit here and take a lap with Uncle Jesse here. Breaking around 100 down here into turn 1. Should be flat out here in through turn 2. Braking here in turn 3 to the left. Another high speed run down here, going downhill towards the bridge. Down here 4. Then 5 and then 6. Don't go wide or you'll kiss the guardrail there. Into 6 across the bridge. And then some heavy braking down here at the end into turn 7. And then a little downhill and a sweeping right. Definitely got some lag spikes going on here with the lobby. Should be flat out through this corner here and the next little bend in the turn or in the road. Heavy braking into turn right here. Yeah, we are seeing some significant lag. Is everybody doing this? We'll see what happens here with Matt as he goes through this section here. Flat out through here. Heavy braking zone right here. It's a little janky sounding. Little lift, maybe. They can tune these cars for the race as far as aerodynamics and suspension and that kind of stuff. So Matt has finished his laps here. Ray getting ready to finish up his lap. See if we can put the Castrol Edge Lexus on a little higher. And he does jump up to 3rd. Snafu's done, Mick is done. Robin Kraut he's done. Okay. Scout's done. Don P's done, so everybody is done. Next thing we got is a little bit of a break before the race starts. Trying to stabilize my microphone. It was being a little wobbly. So just waiting for the time to run out and should be done here in another second. It did not. There we go. All right, so we'll see the results here. Uncle Jesse on pole, Matt on second place, Ray Brago on the second row with Jim Shady. Third row is J Mac and Snafu. Row 4, Mick and Forfan. And then Rotten Crowd, Scouts out, and Don P. So there we have it. We'll go ahead and run some ads.
When it's time to get rid of that painful friction, reach for the natural slick stuff you want and put some Hawk 2 lubrication on that thing.
If you want to stomp your competition into the ground, there's only one drink for you. Blue Moose Energy Drink! It'll give you hooves!
There you go. Hawk 2 and Blue Moose. Combine those two for a lovely evening. All right, so we're just waiting here for everything to be set up here. Look over there on the right of your screen. We've got Uncle Jesse, who is an A driver, Matt, an A plus driver, Ray Brago in an E, not Jim Shady B, J Mac A, Snafu A, Mick B, Orphan A, Rotten Crowd C, Scout B, Don P, C, and Fast Ginger B down there at the bottom, and not racing. So there you have it. And we can go ahead and look at the track layout here. Up there at the top is turn 1, which will be maybe a passing zone 2, 3 maybe 4, 5, 6. Could see some damage being done down there in 4, 5, and 6. Oh, let's go ahead. Looks like we're getting ready to start the race. We will get in spectate mode. We will get into display all. And it... Oops. There we go. All right. So we go here back at the middle of the track. We'll see what happens here with the start. And off we go. And we have some major lag there as Matt did not take off. He probably did. Safely into turn 1 with a half-second penalty here for Jim Shady. Ray in 3rd, Forfan in 4th, Snafu in 5th here. Everybody's still pretty tight there. Matt running away here a little bit. Jim Shady in 2nd place will have a half-second penalty that he will need to serve. Ray Brago here following. Orphan right there. Snafu. Uncle Jesse's the one with the really bad start there. I don't believe it was anything he did. I think he got... Oh, there's some major lag going. And he just plowed into Scout. He's waiting up for Scout there. I think he is having some issues. I have a feeling he is probably going to end up dropping out of the race at some point. Matt has a half-second on not Jim Shady. And Jim Shady is getting ready to serve his penalty coming up shortly. And here's the penalty zone. Ray is able to close up on him, but not close enough to make a pass. Fan here. A little battle here between Snafu and Rotten Crowd. J-Mac right here beside him. J-Mac taking advantage. Snafu trying to come back. We've got some major connectivity issues from the looks of it. Makes it very hard to race. Matt up here in first place. Jim Shady is right on his tail. Can he make a pass here going into turn 7? Matt taps the wall. Ray's got a half-second penalty. Jim Shady looked like he got really close to the wall, but maybe did not make contact, making a pass. He's got the inside line for this turn here. Can he outbrake him going into this section here? He's got the inside line. Jim Shady's just got to stay close and he'll be able to get that position back in the penalty zone, which is coming up just around this corner right here. Here we go. He will serve his penalty. And Jim Shady gets beside, but not through. Forfan is making a bid there for the position. I think we went too far back. I didn't hit the right button. Hopefully we will be correcting. Oh! That was... Hopefully nobody got a penalty on that one because that was the game doing that. So let's run through here and see what's going on. We've got Matt in the lead, Ray in second place. Third place, Forfan got it wrong going through there. Jim Shady is able to go through. Rotten Kraut right behind him, looking for that position. Can he make it going into turn 7? Forfan lets him around. Rotten Kraut up into 4th. J-Mac here is in 5th place. And we'll drop back here. J-Mac in 6th place. Snafu in 7th with a half-second penalty. Mick here in 8th. Don P in 9th. 10th is Scout. And 11th is a extremely laggy Uncle Jesse. So he's either not real familiar with this track or just having connectivity issues that are hampering his drivability, because right there I don't think he would be driving through the dirt like that. Matt is staying out in the lead. Your battle looks like it's here for 2nd and 3rd for now. Another little lag there causing a compression of those two vehicles getting closer to each other. Ray screaming away there from what happened to Rotten Kraut there, or Forfan. I don't know, just I think somebody was sideways back there. Ooh, Rotten Kraut looked like he was in the wall, but doesn't act like he was in the wall. Definitely very laggy. J-Mac here in 5th. Snafu in 6th place. Mick. Mr. Lamb. They're in 7th, pursuing. Don P. Not Jim Shady. trying to go around. Jim Shady was up towards the front, so I think he's the one that maybe we saw in the wall back there. Oh, Don P getting that sideways. Or so it appears. It might not have. It's hard to tell with this lobby being is fairly unstable. Not Jim Shady able to get around him when he served his penalty there. And maybe in the wall, maybe not. Matt is having a field day with this race today. Got himself a 2-second lead. Racing hard. Tires look to be in good shape. Fuel looks to be in good shape. Ray's tires are a little more worn, but they are, sorry about that, mediums. Still in good shape. Rotten Crowd here up to third place and on medium tires as well. Looks like we got a battle here for 4th and 5th. J-Mac making the move. Just got a good run out of that corner to get around 4Fan. But 4Fan is sticking right there in his slipstream. Can he make a bid for that position right here? He does not. We'll look at the track layout right there. We're here in 11, 12, and here comes 13. No, that's 12. Here's 13. That wall in some other classes would wreak havoc on this race, but these GR2s should be able to navigate that one with no problem. This seems to be the race right here for now between J-Mac and 4Fan. So far, Uncle Jesse has the fastest lap. He's back here in 9th place. He's moved up a couple of positions. Scout here in 11th place. Snafu here in 10th. And Uncle Jesse has moved up into 9th place, 21 seconds behind the leader. On Racing Hards, coming across here to the bridge entrance. Keeping it off the Armco. He is closing in on Don P, so maybe in a couple laps he can move up from 9th into 8th. Jump back up here to the lead. Matt has a sizable lead over Ray, who has a pretty good lead there on Rotten Crowd. And then we've got J-Mac and 4Fan. They have kind of settled in. It looked like 4Fan was pushing J-Mac a little bit. Instead of fighting for position, let's work together and move forward and get into battle for the last position on the podium. So, little strategery there. J-Mac's got a little distance on him now again. He did hit the wall. And 4Fan did move around and get that position. Yeah, he just went a little wide there. See if 4Fan can take advantage of that and move forward. He was able to keep 2 tires on a racing surface, so should not affect him of having dirty tires. Definitely looks like he is moving into Rottenkraut's slipstream. Matt here still in the lead by 2 seconds, followed by Ray and Rottenkraut here in third, and then fourth place. Closing in every lap, Fan and J-Mac. Right behind him, just waiting for an opportunity. Maybe he's settling in and get a little draft. Fan is on the medium tire, so he should have a little bit of speed advantage there with that tire over top of the hards on J-Mac. J-Mac will be able to go longer in this stint. Lamb here back in 6th place with Racing Hards. And he has positioned himself right in about the middle between J-Mac and Shimshady, who is in 7th place. Uncle Jesse is back here in 8th place. We looked like we were having a little battle back there for 9th between Snafu and Don P. Snafu's moving forward. Don P here. Let's see if that Vassar Sullivan Lexus can move forward here. Gonna get on the back of Jesse and move forward. Don P back here in 10th place. Scout here in 11th. Matt still 2 seconds out in front of Ray. Fan here, 2 seconds back. Rottenkraut is in 4th place now, so something has happened to J-Mac to go back another spot. See if we can see anything. Looks like we just missed it. But J-Mac does, or Rottenkraut does have a penalty that he will need to serve here shortly. Got about 4 corners left. He moves, looks on the inside, but no room there. It's not really a very good place for the penalty to be imposed there. Half seconds definitely do not make much of a difference. It looks like it needs to be maybe put it on a longer, faster straight stretch if you actually want it to be a penalty. So far, we really haven't seen it be a penalty as far as, you know, losing a position whenever you serve it. Because it's like you serve it and then you just block or position your car to make it really wide going into the last turn. We'll see what's going on up here at the front, if anything at all. Fan is closing in on Ray, and Rottenkraut is getting left behind. But let's see, let's start looking at tires. So we've got Matt Racing Hards right front, looking a little worse than the rest of them. And then we've got Ray here on the mediums. And they are definitely more worn than Matt's. And then we've got Fan, whose tires look just like Ray's. And then Rottenkraut's were just a smidge worse than Fan's. And J-Max are just a skosh better than Rottenkraut, says Mr. Lag, causing some sparks. Lamb here back in 6, and his tires look the best of everyone, and he's on mediums. So look here, Jim Shady on mediums, and they look about like everybody else's mediums. Uncle Jesse's on racing hards, and they look pretty good, not too bad. And then Snafu is on the racing softs, so big gamble there. They don't look as much worse than some of those medium tires. So we've got Scout here with a little front end damage, which will get repaired. And Don P, his tires look really good here for racing hard, so he is going for the long haul here. We are 21 minutes left in this 40-minute race, so just about halfway. By the end of the next lap here for Matt, we will be at the halfway point. So we're looking at 21 laps for the race. And fuel is not going to be an issue. If you pit, it's going to be for tires. So, you know, we're halfway done with the race and we've only used a quarter of a tank. So fuel is not an issue in this race, just tire use. Looks like we've got 4Fan coming in to get rid of those mediums. Probably going to get on the hard tires and finish the race. So we'll see here, get new boots on. And away he goes, no fuel. And we are now on racing mediums again. So 2 stints of medium. Whoa, somebody went flying off the track. Oh no, Uncle Jesse. Let's see what has happened here. And we are... This looks like a possible wheel disconnect. There we go. I'm putting some money on... Yeah, I do need some coffee, probably. I keep yawning. My day starts at 6:30, so it's been a long day. All right, we got Matt here in the lead, Ray in second, J-Mac up to third, Rotten Kraut in 4th place, Lamb here in 5th, Jim Shady 6th, 4Fan up to 7th, and looks like we have lost someone. Yeah, we lost, no? Did we? No? No, I guess we've got everybody, I guess. Maybe that was just somebody that came in and came out. So Matt here, Rotten Kraut going into the pits. Jim Shady going in the pits as well. 4Fan coming on through, jumping up to 5th place. So we've got Rotten Kraut, Jim Shady, and Snafu all in the pits. Trying to get off those worn out tires. And say some of our front runners will try to pit. Who knows? Maybe Matt is going for a nose stopper. I don't know. We're halfway through the race and he's got half the tires, so let me see here. So Matt, half the tires, 2.5 second lead over Ray. Ray mediums will not last the end of the race. J-Mac here in third place in hards, so, and we've got Lamb here on hards as 2, but his are looking worse. Orphan's got brand new tires, so he can push them as hard as you want to be. So I am putting money on Matt doing a no stopper, sticking with those hard tires to the end, maybe, because there's no worries about fuel. Ray Brago has gone into the pits to get off those medium tires, and I'm assuming he will jump back out on another set of medium tires. And he has come out of the pits just behind Forfan. And there we are, Ray Brago on another set of medium tires, just as we thought. So let's see here. We've got the top 3 have not been into the pits. And then 4th place has been in the pits, 14 seconds behind the leader. And then Ray Brago has been in the pits. Rotten Crowd has 2, Jim Shady as well. Snafu has, Don P has not. Uncle Jesse has not. And Scout has been in the pits to renew his, get a fresh set of boots. So we do have some different strategies going on here. I don't know if there's any mandatory use of tires. I would probably should have looked into that, but from the looks of it, I am thinking Matt may be trying for the no stop. So let's see how much. So J-Mac is one of the non-pitters, and then 3rd place is Forfan, who is a pit stop taker, and he is 12 seconds back on the lead. So has he been able to put in enough? I mean, his lap times are 154s, 153s now on these new tires, and we're running 156, 155s. As they get worse, he's going to have to, because those are looking kind of shabby. So maybe he is going to pit with 10 minutes and go with soft tires, maybe to the end. So then you've got soft tires and low fuel load, so that could give him a speed advantage, and he could make up that distance, because I think if he goes in and goes into the pits, I don't think he will be able to stay in front of Forfan, but he will be on much fresher and probably softer tires than Forfan. So keep an eye. Here we go. We'll see what happens. We're coming here through 11, 12, and 13. See what he does here coming out onto the front stretch. Does he stay to the right? He stays to the left, and another lap. And he's got plenty of tread on those tires still. That was a faster lap than the previous lap, so his lap times are not really being hindered at this point. So we'll go back here. So 9 seconds now is the lead over Forfan. So Forfan definitely will jump into the lead. So I think if Matt is going to pit, he needs to pit soon, because he may run out of time to make that distance up if he prolongs his pit stop. So J-Mac here in second place, running 155s. And then here's Ray Brago. It's like a lot of the field has settled in to where they're going to be. Ron Kraut still following Jim Shady, so still a possibility of a position there. Snafu is also laying down some good times there, 155 and a 154. So Mr. Lamb here in 8th place, Don P in 9th place, Uncle Jesse he and his Duke boys are in a whole heap of trouble today. Good. Alright, so Matt stays out for one more lap. We are looking at just under 10 minutes left of this race. So he's got about 5 laps left or so, 5-6 laps or something. J-Mac here in second place, 5 seconds back, but 2 ahead of Forfan. Forfan is pounding out and actually has fastest lap, so definitely got the bit between his teeth and whipping that horse along down the road here. He is definitely catching J-Mac and probably will be on the back end of that car at the end of this lap, because we get a little laggy there. Got Matt here 4 seconds ahead of him, of J-Mac, and J-Mac is only a second ahead of Forfan, who is now 6 seconds out of the lead. So as we've been watching this unfold after his pit stop, he has cut over half of that deficit to the lead. Alright, let's see what happens here. I mean, this far into it, Matt may as well, just push it to the end. If he pits now, he's boned. So he stays out just as we expected, so we're not going to see him go into pits. And here we go. We're going to see we'll get on board here and watch. Definitely closing in. That's up a little bit, or lags up a little bit. Into the braking zone here. Accelerate. Catches the back end as it skids out from underneath him. J-Mac going for the preferred line. Hitting those apexes. Definitely this is not the place to pass unless somebody makes a mistake and you can get around. Sometimes you can get around right there when they mess up that corner going onto the bridge. So here we go. I think he's going to do it at the end of the next straight stretch. Should be able to get a good run out of this next. Oh, well, I'm not sure if he actually hit that wall or not. Or lag could be deceiving us. Oh, got a lot good run out of that corner. And we got Forfan up into second place over J-Mac. And J-Mac dropping back a little bit. He doesn't have the tires to be able to hang with him. So let's get back to our regular view here, see what's going on with Matt. He's 5 seconds ahead of Forfan with 7 minutes left. That's 3 to 4 laps. Let's say 4 laps he's got left. And those tires, I think he might be able to make it. I don't know. Ray coming across here onto the front stretch. Riding crowd here. D2 making it out on the front. Lamb here coming through 13, heading to 14. Nope. Yep, 14 here. Poor Uncle Jesse here. Oh, wait, this is Uncle Jesse here. He has resecured fastest lap at a 151, so that is flying. So whatever his issues are have bitten him in the butt, because I think he could have had a good race here. So I don't know if it's the lag, or I swear I think he had a disconnected steering wheel or something at that one crash. Matt, his lead has been cut down to 2.9 seconds. He's hitting 156s, and Forfan is doing 153s, 155s. So he is definitely cutting into that lead something ferocious. So Matt's got no choice but to stay out now and just try to survive. Should be able to stay on the podium. 4th place, Ray Brago, is 10 seconds back, but you never know. He is cutting a good time too with this race, and Matt has come into the pits. So he is not going to gamble. He's going to put on some soft tires, I would assume, and head back out in 3rd place. And he is on racing softs. We saw Jim Shady coming in. J-Mac has gone into the pits as well. Those soft tires have done him in. So Matt has a couple 2 laps to, I guess 3 laps to make up 3 seconds on Ray. So Ray, you better put your foot in it and no mistakes. You get yourself a 2nd place podium position. You can see Matt there in the background now. Forfan is 8 seconds into the lead, with Ray Brago back here in 2nd place, being hotly pursued by Matt in the freshly rebooted NSX with soft tires and low fuel. So those 2 combinations could make for a good time. Jim Shady, you can see him back behind Matt, but he's not in a position to challenge, I don't think. J-Mac is on fresh soft tires, so he may be in the fight for 4th place, because he's 2.4 seconds back, and less than that now. So he's down under 2 seconds, 2.5. So I think he'll be on him by the time he gets to the bridge. So let's see what's going on. Forfan 8, Ray here in 2nd, 1.9 seconds back to Matt. Jim Shady is 4 seconds back to that. J-Mac is closing in. Ruttenkraut there back in 6th. Snafu in 7th. Lamb here in 8th. Jesse here in 9th place. And then we've got Don P here in 10th. And Scout back here in 11th place. So let's get back up here to Matt. He is got his eyes on Ray. And Jim Shady is being stalked by J-Mac. So we've got two battles here towards the front for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. Ray getting it close to that guardrail. Still maintaining that lead over Matt. Jim Shady here. J-Mac on really fresh tires. Should be able to make up some distance through this complex of corners through here. Particularly right here and the next few. He has cut that down to less than half a second. So here we go. Is he going to make a move going out of this turn 13? Should be able to make that and get a better exit as he goes in to the inside on 14. Cuts it hard. Jim Shady gets a little side. Didn't get a little sideways, but got out into those rubber and not as much grip out there. So J-Mac has jumped up into 4th place. Let's see what our 3rd place race is like here. He is right on the tail end of Ray Brago. Right up, as they would say in jolly old England, right up the clacker. Coming across the bridge, he's got a good run off that last corner. Ray's being a little defensive. Match just wait. He'll get a better run coming out of this next corner. Right, not this one, but this one here coming up. He should be able to get a good run out of this corner and make the pass. There we go. Here he comes. Ray made one move. As they come through, side by side. Matt on the outside. Ray on the inside. Oh, he gets into the gravel. So is he waiting? Oh, we have finished the race. So we've got Forfan in the lead, Matt in 2nd, J-Mac 3rd, Ray 4th, Jim Shady 5th, Rottenkraut in 6th, Snafu here in 7th, 8th coming across for Lamb, Uncle Jesse here. Glad that the race is over in 9th place. Don P here to finish it up. Sorry I missed that checkered flag. I was trying to see what was going on back there with the Matt J-Mac race. So my apologies to Forfan as Don P gets rid of a little bit of paint off the nose of his car. Go ahead here and look at our winning car, Forfan. And that is the race victory into Forfan. And then our fastest lap will be, why don't we go ahead and save that replay just for giggles. So here we go. Here's your final results. Forfan in 1st place in the NSX. Matt in second place with the NSX, J-Mac in third in the GTR, Ray Brago in fourth in the Lexus, Jim Shady fifth, Rotten Crowd sixth, Snafu seventh, Mick Lamb in eighth, Uncle Jesse with a very struggling day. It looked like it was problems with lag and possibly a wheel disconnect, but he was able to get a fastest lap. And then we've got Don P in the NSX and Scout in the NSX. Everybody finished the race. Nobody dropped out. So that is our race for today. I apologize for not seeing the checkered flag for the top running cars, but we did have a little event that we were looking at there at the end, and I didn't realize we were that close. So our next race will be April 29th at Fuji Short, and I think that just means they get rid of that chicane there towards the end of the race. So very high speed racetrack. That is a very long straightaway going in to turn one, so that should make for some interesting passing. So it should be a good race. And once again, thanks for watching Signal 13's Super GT series on Fast Ginger's channel. And thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like. And we will see you again next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to end the show. The stream is over, I got to go. Now is not the time to be sad. I'll be back, there's more streaming to be had. Fast Ginger will bring the best with an entertainment fest where friends are made and good times never fade. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like, you can even get notified.